In this video, I'm gonna break down the exact strategy that helped me make $1,000 a day trading meme coins. This is gonna be a recap of my past trades. I will explain my thought process behind them, and hopefully you can take something from that and apply it to your own strategy. I know you want to see realistic small port trades, so that's what I've been doing lately, trading with 0.5 SOL mostly, but I'm also going to work on a video where I trade with bigger sizes and explain the difference it makes on your trading strategy. First, let's talk about filters, because they're honestly one of the most important parts of my strategy. If you watched my previous video, you already know the exact filter settings I use, and there's a very good reason for that. Whenever a new coin pops up in the newly created section, it means it already gained enough motion to pass through my filters. And that's exactly what I want. I don't want to see random shitcoins, I only want coins that already show a bit of life, some traction, some real activity. When I see something interesting show up there, the first thing I do is open the X link and check what it is about. Does it fit the narrative? Does it have the potential to go higher? But I don't buy it while it's still sitting in newly created section. I wait until it appears in the about to graduate section. Because when it shows up there, it means it gained enough volume, attention and traction to actually be worth checking out properly and maybe even taking a position. Now, I had a guy ask me the other day why there's almost no coins after applying your filters. Well, that's literally the whole point of them. Filters are there to cut out all the noise, all the garbage, all the scams, all the random rugs that pop up every few seconds. They clean your feed completely so that the only coins you see are potential runners. That way you can focus all your time and energy on good coins instead of wasting time scrolling through all the garbage here. Now let's start with this first trade where I made around 2 SOL, which was almost $400 at that time. It shows a bit less now because the Solana price is down obviously. Anyway, Mert announced on X that they are releasing Orb, basically a new Solana block explorer. Kinda like SolScan but way easier to use. Even though this coin wasn't directly related to the project, the fact that it came from Mert, who has a huge influence on the meme coin market, triggered a bunch of coins being launched. As you can see, my entry was pretty late, around 100k market cap. Yeah, for me that's late, so I already knew I had to jump in with bigger size than usual. I went in with 3 SOL, which was roughly $500 at that time. I held it until around 200k market cap, sold pretty much at the local top here, but later it did go even higher, all the way to around 700k market cap. But who cares, profit is profit, you know? There will always be those brokies in the comments screaming, "Oh bro, if you hadn't sold there, you could have made even more." Yeah, sure, but that's exactly why you are broke and why I'm making money. Because I take profits and you are waiting for even more. I'm not trying to sell the exact top, because you can't predict the top. Instead, I take my profit and move on. Now, why I went in with a bigger size than usual? It's because my entry was already late around 100k market cap. If I had a chance to buy it earlier at 20k, 30k or 40k market cap, I would go with a much smaller position like 0.5 SOL, maybe 1 SOL max. Because the ROI is way higher on low cap entries. You don't need a big size to make good money. But in this case, since I entered late, the potential ROI was lower. So to make it worth, I had to hop in with bigger size. As you can see for yourself, with only 66% ROI, I locked in for $100 profit. Maybe this is something you hear for the first time, but yeah, if the market cap is above 100k, I usually go in with 2-3 SOL or even more, depending on the coin obviously. Also, you already know I'm always looking at the supply distribution. At that time, Top Wallet had max 3.5% supply. So this throw was very healthy too. DEX was paid pretty fast by the dev, which was a good reason to hop in and ride the wave. By the way, if you want to see me trading live, tune into my Twitch channel, I'm gonna be streaming almost every single day. Okay, next coin was Wilco, where I made almost 2 SOL profit with just what it was, 0.5 SOL entry. This was a really good trade considering the fact that the entry was only 0.5 SOL. Sure, I could have made more since the coin went even higher, but again, who cares? Profit is profit, right? This was a clean 1.5 SOL entry at around 25k market cap. I got filled super fast on this wick right here. And by the way, if you also want to start trading on Nova, my ref link is in the description below. Using my link, you will get 45% cashback on all your trading fees, highest cashback available in the market. Anyway, this example perfectly shows what I mentioned earlier about low market cap entries. When you catch a coin early, like 25k market cap, like in this example, you don't have to risk much to make good profit. Simple 0.5 SOL entry, and within just less than a minute I locked in nearly the same profit as my Orb trade. The difference? Here I risked way less and still came out with almost the same profit. That's exactly why early entries matter so much. You take smaller positions and still walk away with decent profits if everything goes as planned. Why did I buy it? Because there was a post on X from Nvidia showing a video of their robot called Wilco. There really isn't much to explain here. It was an obvious runner. The narrative fit perfectly. Meme coin traders love robots, and they love robots with names even more. It just works. A simple, clean, few-second trade. Now the next one was Lightning, apparently a Microsoft AI agent or some shit. Another quick 100% profit trade, literally just a few seconds long. I went in with 0.5 SOL at 17k market cap and sold everything around 37k market cap. This trade didn't make me a lot of money, but the main reason I'm showing you this trade is because while it fit the narrative perfectly and sounded fancy, you know, Microsoft AI agent, the volume just wasn't there at that moment, and all these coins popping up based on GitHub stuff weren't really getting much attention that day. So I decided to lock in quick 100% profit and leave, and my intuition was right. Right after my sell, the coin started to dump. Look at this, I literally almost sold the exact top. This trade is actually a perfect example of how synchronized with the market you can get if you are locked in the trenches for a full day. Like, you see everything. You know what's running, what's not, what could potentially attract attention, and what's just a noise. That's exactly why I always tell you guys, spend the full day in the trenches. A few hours here and there, that's not enough, bruv. You gotta be locked in. Also, don't limit yourself to 2x trades only if you see that the coin is getting a lot of attention and huge volume is coming in. If we take Wilco trade for example, I made 4x profit even though I'm trying to scalp for 2x, 3x usually. The difference with Wilco is that it just kept pushing higher and higher after my entry, so why would I cut myself from an obvious opportunity to earn more? I sold when I saw that volume started slowing down. Even though it bumped higher a bit later, the thing is, I couldn't predict it. No one can. Just take your money and be happy. But with Lightning trade, where I made 2x, it was kinda obvious that it will push back down because it lost momentum and volume slowed down too. So I quickly made the decision to take the profit and move on. Hopefully by going through these trades and my thought process, you've picked up a few things you can apply to your own strategy. Remember, trading meme coins isn't about hitting the absolute top every single time. It's about consistency, managing your risk, reading the volume, and locking in profits while you can. These small moves add up, and over time that's how you build real gains, which then allows you to start sizing up your positions. If you enjoyed this video and got any value from it, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future content. If you want to see me trading meme coins live, follow me on Twitch. I'm gonna be live almost every day, showing exactly how I execute these trades, manage positions, and read the market. Stay disciplined, stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.